Good morning. It's Vijay here. Today is Friday, 14th November 2025. Welcome to yet another episode of Pre-Market Commentary. The title of today's episode is Where Will the Markets Go Next? I think that is the question which is begging because after yesterday's volatility, based on what happened on the exit polls, the markets went up the previous day. Yesterday, they opened bright. Nifty hit 26,000 in the last, 1.5 hours at around 2 o'clock. So everybody thought we'll have a grand finish, but that was not to be. Nifty lost significantly from there, yet it closed in the positive by a few points. Bank Nifty also did very well, hit an all-time high yesterday, but it closed just about 100 points away from the 100 points higher than the previous day. Nifty did not hit an all-time high, of course, but mid-cap index did hit another all-time high. So things are looking better in the broader market. Slowly and steadily, the market seems to be wanting to go higher because the buyers are coming from all sides, not only from mutual funds, from other sides. FIs are also looking at buying select stocks and select sectors. But today is likely to be a very volatile day because the Bihar election results will start trickling in by around 10 o'clock. By around 2 o'clock, you should have a trend. And if it is going to be a tough fight, then it may stretch on till even the later part of the day. I don't have really any strong opinion because it is very confusing in terms of three parties. So one is never sure who will win. But I somehow tend to believe that it is unlikely to be as smooth as what the exit polls are talking about. So anyway, let's wait and watch. What we did yesterday, I had mentioned that we will pair our positions. So right now we have about 15% in cash. We took off profits not only because of the Bihar poll, but I also noticed that there is significant weakness coming in the US markets, and that may reflect on the global markets, independent of what happens in Bihar. I believe because if Bihar, the BJP and the NDA combined of BJP and JDU win, it is status quo. So there's nothing new. However, if it doesn't win, then there will be some chaos for the short term. But I think medium term we should look towards the West, and the West is not looking very good. Now, yesterday, for instance, Dow Jones fell about 800 points, and Nasdaq fell about 400 points, and things are weakening there, especially in the AI-related stocks. So one has to just be watchful of what is happening there. Yeah. So, what else? Yesterday, what other things were? I mean, some of the stocks did well. Grow, for instance, which got listed, extended its gains. Real estate stock, Prestige Estates did well. Honasa, good results, did well. Data Patterns also did well with good results. And Lupin rose 1% because they got some US FDA approval for the Aurangabad facility. The advance decline was, of course, in favor of declines. For every two advances, there were three declines, which is not good at all. Then you look at what happened to the FIIs and DIIs. FIIs continue to sell, but in a smaller manner. That is what I'm saying, that they also started buying slowly. 384 points of the net selling. DIIs bought about 3,000 crores, and 2,700 crores was the net institutional purchase, yet the markets closed negatively. This secret to this, I will explain over the weekend as to what is happening and why is this happening. Who are these people who are making it to happen? Now, as far as the rupee is concerned, it is weakening, which nobody is looking at. I think it is almost going to the lowest ever, and that may slowly come down to 88.8 levels. From there, I think it may go down to somewhere close to 90. So that is one thing we need to be very, very careful. As I said, Dow Jones and Nasdaq, even this DAX came down significantly, about 1.4%, and FTSE came down 1.1%. And gold and silver were very volatile. Silver made an all-time high, but then heavy selling has brought it down from 54.6 to around 52 levels. Now it's about 52.6. The volatility in precious metals will continue because there seems to be a tug of war between two big sections of the market. On one side, speculators led by the investment banks are selling left, right, center. On the other side, the sovereigns are buying. I believe sovereigns will win sooner or later, but the fight goes on. It is not so easy to track it on a day-to-day basis and say who is the victor. In the medium term, I'm fairly certain that the sovereigns will win because they have the greater buying power. So Brent was up yesterday for some 64, and the dollar index was weaker at around 99.1. Interesting news on the Indian government front. Government has withdrawn 14 BIS quality control orders with immediate effect. What this means is that the likely beneficiaries are listed companies like Reliance Industries, Grasim, then SRF, Supreme Industries, Finolex Industries, Astral, Polyplex, Jindal Polyfilms, and Garware High Tech Films. These are connected with the order. There were some restrictions. Now the restrictions have been removed. So these are likely to benefit. What other companies will benefit on the positive side are Bharat Dynamics. They got a big order of about 2,095 crores from Invar anti-tank missiles. Then Eicher Motors is expecting demand will be solid and H2 will be expected to be better. Same thing with Ashok Leyland also. They also talk of demand being better in the second half. No wonder Ashok Leyland went to 150 rupees. We hold Ashok Leyland. That is why I'm following it very closely. It looks like there's some more distance for Ashok Leyland to go up. Muthoot Finance came up with spectacular results. Profit after tax has gone up by 87%. Anyway, the gold companies are doing well, so Muthoot will continue to do well. NSDL also revenues went up by about 28%. Margins, EBITDA went up by 35%. That's good. Bharat Dynamics also, both of them, revenue and EBITDA nearly doubled, so that should be in focus on the positive side. On the negative side, we have Mishra Dhatu Nigam. Revenue was minus 20% down, EBITDA 33% down, margins contracted, so that may get a treatment from the bears. Relax also missed across all metrics. Revenue was down 8% year on year, so that may also struggle. But then companies like Relaxo, Bata, and all may get benefit because of the GST reduction. Voltas, everything bad about Voltas, margins and profit after tax are sharply lower. EBITDA was down by 56%, and also it's an expensive share as far as the PE ratio is concerned, so it may also get a belt treatment from the bears. Sagility will be in focus today. The foreigners are the foreign investors are selling about I think 2,176 crores in the market, open market through a bulk deal, and they're adding 1,392 if they are going to get the demand for the 2,176. So maximum it will be about 4,000 crores, close to 4,000 crores, 3,500 crores, but a minimum of 2,176 crores will go. And they are selling it at a huge discount of 46.40. Sagility is trading above 50, so that's a 10% lower. And the GIFT Nifty is showing a downward trend. It is expected to open, the Nifties are expected to open at 122, though I don't put too much emphasis on GIFT Nifty, but I expect the markets to open weaker, and they will do what they have to do based on the Bihar results. But the overhang is still the global markets, which are in very weak territory. Japan actually had fallen down 1,000 points plus, but now it has recovered to about 600 points. It's down by 600 points. The other markets are also weak because something is happening in the US, which we all have to be aware. We were bullish all the time. Now we have become cautiously bullish for the last 2 weeks, and we would like to play it on a script by script basis. Mostly our focus is on precious metals at around 45 to 50%, and the remaining 20 to 30% is on base metals. We believe that these will benefit independent of what happens to the stock markets. Then in the others, we have like PSU banks and you some pharma stocks like Ashok Leyland. We have to go script by script because not everything will fall off, even if global markets fall. So these stocks are likely to do well, independent of what happens in the global markets, unless there is a crash. We are not expecting crash. We are expecting some volatility taking the markets on the downside. So whatever you do today, I hope it is successful. Thank you for joining me.